disappointed. We're disappointed in the current regime. We're disappointed in Biden. We're disappointed in the international community they're not paying attention to us. They have abandoned us.
Seeing people cry for their sons, mothers cry for their sons, seeing fathers and sons get killed for what?
They were there from 97 to 2001. We saw the kind of life they provided for the girls. They have no life. They become prisoners and they become slaves basically in their own homes.
That's going to be the training ground for terrorism. That's going to be the base for terrorism. That's where it's all going to start.
My husband was stationed in Paktia province. His translator is now in Kabul, hiding in place. I've been in touch with him. I've had, I've actually tried to get in touch with my senator, planning on, showing up tomorrow at Tim Kaine's office, to talk to him about what's going on here. And I'm not sure that there's anything, that we can do, but I can't sit by. We can't sit by and do nothing.
My friend over here is Shahzaman Sadat. He was injured in an IED blast in an ambush. He lost one of his eye. He was in the hospital for 3 years getting treatment. And now he's in Kabul waiting to leave. And every time he has applied for the SIV visa, his visa has been rejected.
Is there anything Biden's administration should do, in your opinion?
Very easy. Take a military carrier planes, C-7, C-130, C-5, put all of the interpreters and their families whose lives are in danger.
We owe it to the Afghans that helped us and their families to help them, get to safety.
We're gonna be the voices of the